Hello friends and welcome back to Aaron's Anxiety. I am your host Aaron, your personal guide through anxiety. So, it has been crazy last few weeks. I'm sure it's been crazy for you guys as well, no matter what part of the globe you're in. But in case anybody doesn't know, there's a show on Netflix called Tiger King, and it is just bananas. It's crazy. It messes with my sleep because I'm so wrapped up in these tiger people's lives. Yeah. It's too much for me to bear. Yeah, there's some sickness going around too, but Tiger King. If you haven't seen Tiger King on Netflix, I don't know what you're doing with your life. But literally, whatever it is not as important as you going to watch the Tiger King. So, we'll get that out there. Before we get started today, hit the like button. If you're enjoying this content and you want to see more stuff like that, please go to Facebook and join us on the Aaron's Anxiety family page. There's a lot of great folks on that page that would love to help you out, including myself. So, also, comment if you want to say hi, just say hi and share. Or if you want to let me know how you guys are doing, I'd appreciate it. So, I just wanted to give an update as far as my Lexapro goes. I'm still on 5 milligrams. Okay, I'm still rocking that 5 milligrams. For those of you that don't know or are new to the channel, when it comes to medication, I don't talk about it a whole lot, but there is a lot of important things to kind of get people on board. That way, they're more aware of what to expect with it. But for me, I started off on Zoloft. I was on 25 milligrams of Zoloft for like a month and a half, and then my doctor switched me over to Lexapro because the Zoloft was having some bad side effects. As far as whenever you start an SSRI, you'll have your anxiety will ramp up. This is normal, but usually after about the month and a half-ish mark, you shouldn't be ramping up as much, and I was ramping up like full bore. So he switched me over to Lexapro. So I did Lexapro for about a year and a half at 10 milligrams. And then about 3 or 4 months ago, I switched down to 5 milligrams and have been on that ever since. And so far, so good. I will say, though, with the 5 milligrams as opposed to the 10, I have to be a little bit more on it. Sorry. I have to be a little bit more on it as far as making sure I take that pill on time. It's not as carefree as the 10 milligrams was. When I was on 10, I was just like, okay, yeah, I can skip a day, whatever. And I can do that with the 5 milligrams. It's just not as easy. And the symptoms of anxiety will kind of come back a little quicker without the medication than they will at the 10 milligrams. So I'm not sure, at this point, I'm not ready to jump back up to 10. I'm still kind of holding strong at 5. But so as you know, which is great information to have, is Lexapro after a certain amount of time, I always tell people it doesn't work like an aspirin. A lot of people will say that, and you got to get it in your system and stuff. But once it's in the system, and it has been for a while, you can kind of take it like an aspirin. Not that I'm saying you should not take it for days on end, because you should definitely be, on it. But if I go a day, it works in like an aspirin in the wake. Like if I go a day and I get to the second day in and I'm like, oh, I forgot to take my pill again, I'll have my anxiety might be a little bit up. I'll take the pill 20 minutes later, nice and even. Whereas before, that wouldn't happen. Before, I'd be like, oh, I didn't take it for a couple days, and I would take the pill and I would still be kind of freaking out. So that's nice. It's a plus, something to look forward to. So, that being said, I kind of expect my anxiety to be a little heightened. I expect your anxiety to be a little bit heightened right now, with all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, like Tiger King. It's just going to happen. There's a lot of, the world is changing, okay? It's a big shift. Will it go back? I sure hope so. Is there a possibility it won't? Probably. You know what I mean? But, it's the other side of the coin. everybody's like, oh, the world's changed forever. It's changed forever. And I'm like, yeah, but like, there's good and bad in that. You know what I mean? If I'm like, oh, your world's going to change forever, first thing you think is, oh, the bad stuff. What about the good stuff? You know what I mean? I was talking to one guy, and his company is projecting that Walmart won't be in business in a year from now because of how this is going to affect everything. And they didn't, I guess they didn't jump on the bandwagon as far as the whole getting online and getting stuff shipped to your door fast enough. That's their thing. But I was thinking, is that bad? I mean, if I can order anything and have it ordered overnight to my house, I mean, literally Amazon's overnight to my house. If everything that you had came shipped right to your door, I mean, that's kind of a good thing to me. So say what you want. Keep that with a grain of salt when everybody's talking about the doom and gloom. There's good stuff coming down the pipe too, you know what I mean? But I do have a strong inkling that this will blow over, and yeah, our economy is going to take a hit. All the economies are going to take a hit, but we'll get back on the saddle like we always do. Humanity will always find a neutral. It does it every time. Spike crazy, neutral. Goes on forever. Spike crazy, neutral. Just what it does. So, and if not, then it is what it is. I will still be here. So, but let me know how you're doing. Have you guys taken off of work yet? Because I sure have. I'm at home and I am hanging out with my boy, and I'm having a moment of honesty here. I'm gonna have a moment of honesty. The last week and a half, I lost my sense of smell and taste, so I may have had a version of the coronavirus because I had a very light fever, but it kind of went away early. And then, of course, coughing. So, I don't know, those are definitely some symptoms of the Rona. But I think it's just allergies. Either way, I'm pretty much quarantining myself either way. Yeah, I am in the car, but I just went down to 2 miles down the road to set up some bee boxes. So I was by myself the whole time. So I am quarantining myself just in case, because I don't want to get anybody sick, because you never know who's out there who has immunity problems, or if they're just elderly. I don't want to hurt anybody. So, but all right, friends, until next time, let me know how you're doing. Join us on Facebook. And I'm Aaron, and you're awesome. And I'm going to see you in the next video.